In this lesson, we are going to solve an exercise from D2 7th edition. Chapter is 14. Exercise is 14A, and the topic is sets and Venn diagram. So, question number 1 is from the basic level of exercise 14A. B here is the set of odd positive integers less than 11. So list all the elements of B in set notation. So B in set notation, the answer for part number A. Now this is B in set notation and listing all the elements of B, and they are odd, they are positive integers and less than 11. So we have to keep these things in mind while listing the elements. So all the positive integers less than 11 are 1 and they must be odd. 3, 5, 7 and 9. This is the answer for part number A. Whereas part number B says state whether each of the following statements is true or false. Now for part number B and for B part number 1. 1 is an element of B. Now this symbol that is written over here, now this symbol represents that 1 is an element of B. Let me write over here, this represents is an element of. Now 1 is an element of B. Yes, if you observe the set B, we have 1 inside B. So 1 is an element of B, so this is true. For part number 2, this is 4 is not an element of B, where this symbol is not an element of. Okay. So 4 is not an element of B, and you have to see your set B. Is 4 present in set B? No. So this statement is true because 4 is not part of B. So this is true. So part number 3, 0 is an element of B. No, 0 is an element of B. No, we don't have 0 in this set of B. So this is false. And in part number 4, 11 is not an element of B. Yes, 11 is not part of B. So this is true. This is answer for question number 1. Question number 2 is, the question number 2 is state the number of elements in each of the following sets. And question number 2, part A. Okay, we have to write the number of elements. So months in the year. Now just to have a better idea, we have how many months in a year? We have January. I am listing the elements. I am not writing the number of elements. January, February, March, April, May till December. So how many months we have? So number of elements, or you may say number of months in this set, which is representing the months in a year. We have 12 months. So answer is 12. For part B, odd numbers between 10 and 26. So let us list down odd numbers between 10 and 26. 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25. Or these are the odd numbers between 10 and 26. So how many are they? So number of odd numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 odd numbers between 10 and 26. These peoples, okay, in your class who are taller than you. Well, this is best known to you because I don't know how many people in your class are taller than you. So that is now on your side. Suppose in my class, pupils who are taller than me, let's suppose Ali, suppose Zohaib, suppose Aryan, and I'm just writing an example. Let's suppose that in my class they are taller than me. So how many are they? So number of pupils who are taller than me, they are 3. No, this is according to the situation that is in your class. This is according to mine class. So answer will be not fixed because every class has a different scenario. So your class has a different scenario, someone else class has a different scenario. So you are going to write that according to your own class. Colors in your school flag. Okay, now you know how many colors are there in your school flag. So colors in your school flag. So you have to see how many colors are there in your school flag, and according to that you are going to write your answer. So number of colors, let's suppose my school flag has 12 colors. Let's suppose, well, there are too many anyway, so I have just supposed that. Now part E says, now you have to write it according to your own school flag. Part E is color of a rainbow. Now that is quite specific. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So number of colors in a rainbow represented by NR, rainbow, R stands for rainbow. We have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last one, part number F, is horoscope signs. So number of horoscope signs are 12. So this is the answer for question number 2. Then we have question number 3. List all the elements in each of the following sets in set notation. Okay, so part number A, question number 3. Part number A. Now A, we have to write it in set notation. Basically we have 3 ways to describe a set. One is describing a set in words. Second one is to write the numbers, whatever the elements are, in numeric form, so that is the set notation form. And third one is this one, in which the question is given, and that form is basically describing the elements in a set in set notation. So we have 3 ways to describe a set. Now first of all, what I am going to do over here is that I am gonna express this one in set notation. X is a positive integer, and that is between 1 and 10. A positive integer between 1 and 10 will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, no, 10 is not included. We don't have a word inclusive over here. So between 1 and 10, these are the basically set of positive integers. Part B, X, such that X is a negative integer. Now we have got a negative integer between minus 10 and minus 1, inclusive. Now this word is important. Inclusive means you have to include minus 1 and minus 10. However, in previous question we don't have got the word inclusive, so I didn't include 10 and 1. So when word inclusive will be used, then you have to include minus 1 and minus 10 here. So part B, the set B will be negative integers from minus 10 and minus 1 inclusive. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, and again because the word inclusive is here, so minus 1 and minus 10 I have included both of them. And what I think, minus 10 and minus 1, okay, we have just to revise the order from minus 10 till minus 1, so it's better to write in the order as they have given, from minus 10, minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. I have just changed the order according to the question, however the numbers are same. Part C is a set of positive even integers such that x is greater than minus 2 and less than or equal to 12. Okay, so C is a set. First of all, identify which numbers you are going to write even integers and they are positive, and this is the given set of numbers greater than minus 2 and less than or equal to 12. Now greater than minus 2, a positive even integer will be 2, then 4, 6, 8, 10. 12 will be included because x is less than or equal to 12. Now part number D. D is a set of vowels, in the word. We have been given a word happy. Okay, so we have to develop a set of vowels using vowels from this word, and as you can see, the word happy has only one vowel, that is A. So this will be representing the set D. This is question number 3. Question number 4, exercise 14A D2 7th edition. List the elements of the following sets. Question number 4, part A, and that is vowels in the word mathematics. Okay, so from the word mathematics we have got A, E and I. These three are the vowels. We are not going to repeat a letter like A is twice in the word mathematics, but you are going to write it only once. So A, E and I are the vowels from this one. Part number B, 7 colors of the rainbow. You are going to list down the elements. So you are going to write each color: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Okay, so this is the answer for part number B, which would be violet. Let me correct. Okay, part number C is multiples of 9 which are less than 50. Okay, multiples of 9 less than 50. So 9 into 1, 9, 2 times 18, 3 times 27, 4 times 36, 9, 5 times 45. So we have to restrict our number of elements less than 50, and 9 6 times 54. So I am not going to write 54. I have to be less than 50. Part D, colors in your school flag. Well, you know better. Suppose my school has got red, blue and green colors. So I am going to write them. Part number E, even numbers which are between 10 and 23. Between. No word of inclusive is here. Between 10 and 23, 12. Even numbers. I am going to write even numbers. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. We have to be before 23. This is the answer for question number 4. Question number 5 is, state whether each of the following collections is a well-defined set. Give a reason for each answer. Now, well-defined mean whose elements can be listed or that has a specific or definite number of elements that are certain, and we know that very well. So, for example, 5 part A, question number 5 part A. So, a pupil in my class who has 2 brothers. Well, this is well defined. Yes, this is well defined because the reason is simple. Not every pupil in my class has got 2 brothers. Definitely there will be some or 1 or 2 pupils who has got 2 brothers. So that is quite specific. I can list down, I can enlist them. So that is well defined. Part B, a pupil in my class who is shy. Well, that is not well defined because there may be many pupils who are shy. So that is a characteristic that may belong to many of them. So that is not well defined. Part number C, a TV actor who is well liked by my classmates. Well, that is not well defined. Choices are different for everyone maybe. So we cannot define it properly. Part D, a dish well liked by my family members. So there may be many dishes, not a specific one. So it is not well defined. Part E, a textbook used in my school. Yes, that is well defined because that is now restricted to my school and I can enlist that. So that is well defined. In part number F, the most attractive actor in Hollywood. Well, there may be many. So that is not well defined. So answer is no. Question number 6 is, state whether each of the following sets is an empty set. So empty set means it doesn't have any element in it. So part A is polar bears living in Sahara Desert. There is no chance that a polar bear will go to Sahara Desert. He loves to be in polar regions. So because there will be no polar bears, so this is an empty set. Yes. Bad man with a Q cut. Now when you don't have hairs, how you can have a Q cut? So definitely this set will be an empty one. Yes. Buses with 50 seats. Obviously we have got buses with 50 seats, mean there must be some bus or buses in the set. That is not an empty set. Boys who wear skirts to school, obviously that will be an empty set. No boy can wear that. Yes, empty set. Orator who cannot talk well. Well, orators are skilled, they can talk well. So this is an empty set. Yes. Odd number that are divisible by 4. So we don't have got any odd number that is divisible by 4, which means F is empty. Yes. Multiple of 3 that are divisible by 9. Yes, there are some multiples of 3 like 18. Now that is divisible by 9. So this shouldn't be an empty one. G is no, not an empty. There must be some element, like 18 is a part of this set. Triangles having 3 equal sides. Yes, we have got some answer over here, equilateral triangle. So because this set has equilateral triangle, it is not an empty set. Parallelograms having 5 vertices. No, we have 4 vertices in a parallelogram, so we cannot have any parallelogram here in the set. It is an empty set. Quadrilaters having 3 obtuse angles. No, a quadrilateral can have maximum 2. So we don't have any quadrilateral having 3 obtuse angles. So when you don't have any element over here, this is an empty set. Yes is the answer. Question number 7 is list all the elements in each of the following sets in set notation and state whether it is an empty set. Well, empty set means a set that has no element. Part A is E is the set of odd numbers, okay, that are divisible by 2. Do we have an odd number divisible by 2? Answer is no. Then E must be an empty set because we don't have an odd number that is divisible by 2. So when you don't have a number, odd number divisible by 2, you are not going to write anything over here, and that is an empty set. Part B is there is a set F and that is basically X. X represents element of this set F. X is a month of the year, okay, with more than 31 days. Do we have any month of the year having more than 31 days? The answer is no. So you don't have any month which has more than 31 days. So answer is empty set. C. G is the set of quadrilaterals with 5 vertices each. And you know quadrilaterals has 4 vertices. So answer is empty set. D, H, D part number D. H is a set that is an even prime number. So write down the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. So we have got 2 which is even as well as prime, and prime number has, as you know, 2 factors. One of them is 1 and one is the number itself. The number itself. So we have got 2 in the set, and this set is not an empty set. Question number 8 says D is the set of days in a week. List all the elements of D in set notation. So in set notation, D, the elements can be written as, what are the elements in D? We have days in a week, and we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So listing the elements inside the brackets, that is set notation. The answer for part A. Part B is using the notation as I have discussed. This notation is representing that okay, I'm writing over here, that represents is an element of, and this represents is not an element of. Okay. Now we have to state whether Tuesday is an element of D. Tuesday, yes, Tuesday is an element of D. So you are going to write like this: Tuesday is an element of D. Sunday is an element of D. Yes, we have got Sunday in the set D. So Sunday is an element of D. March is an element of D. No, March is month while the set D is the set of days in a week. So March is not an element of D. And holiday, do you have any word holiday with over here in the set D? No, we don't have. So holiday is not an element of D. Question number 9 is P is a set of all perfect squares bigger than 1 less than 50. What is a perfect square? Like suppose 2 square is 4 and you can take square root of it. No, 4 is a perfect square. 3 square is 9. 9 is a perfect square. If you can take square root of that and you will get a whole number for that. Now 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49. I'm limiting my squares over here because I have to be less than 50, bigger than 1. Okay, so bigger than 1, less than 50, 49 and 4. So these all are perfect square, bigger than 1, less than 50. 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square. Part number 1 is 10 is an element of P. So this is P. Do we have 10 inside the elements of P? Do we have? No. Answer is no. List all the elements of P in set notation. I have already done that. I have listed all the elements of P in set notation. So this is answer for question number 9.